Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Mr. Rugi and my friends. Today I would like to present my presentation about Sustainable Development Goals about no poverty. And then the title is the development of poverty during the COVID-19 pandemic. And then for the presentation outline is the first is introduction, no poverty condition in Indonesia during COVID-19 pandemic. And then the second is discussion one, the cause of Indonesia poverty rate is increasing due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And then the third is discussion 2, the impact on poverty after COVID-19. And then the fourth is discussion 3, the response of government in dealing with increasing poverty during the COVID-19 pandemic. And the fifth is reference. And then the last is conclusion. Okay, for the introduction, no poverty condition during COVID-19 pandemic. COVID has infected and will continue to infect millions of people around the world. The economic impact is predicted to be large and million people will fall into poverty. The poverty rate will rise from 9.2% in September 2019 to 9.7% by the end of 2020, pushing on additional 1.3 million people into poverty. In the worst case scenario, the poverty rate will increase to 16.6%, closer to the level in 2004 when poverty was 16.7%. This means that there will be increase of 19.7 million poor people, and in doing so substantially reverse the progress that Indonesia has made in reducing poverty. And then we move to the discussion one. The cause of Indonesia poverty rate is increasing due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The poverty rate in Indonesia is likely to increase to 11.5% by the end of 2020 if there is no significant smoothing of the novel coronavirus disease COVID-19 curve, since the imposition of large social restriction PSBB to break the chain of the COVID outbreak in Indonesia. The number of poor people in Indonesia has increased to more 1.6 million. Amin note at a symposium organized by the Makassar-based Hasanuddin University. And in March 2020, the country poverty rate was recorded at 9.718% or 26.42 million people. The figure was higher than 24.79 million people or 9.22% in September 2019, Vice President Amin stated. And then for the impact on poverty during COVID-19, there are two factors. The first is impact on the economic shock, and then the second is emergency of new poor people. First, we will discuss about impact on the economic shock. The number of positive cases COVID-19 around the world has reached about 3.5 million with 240 deaths in Indonesia by 2 June 2020. Positive case number 26.490 with the death toll reached 141. The COVID-19 pandemic has not only caused health crisis but also impact the global economy. Such impact started with the shock to the available goods and services in the market supply shock. The shock happened when people, mostly workers in the production chains, were infected by the virus and then failed. This condition caused a decrease in the productivity of individuals and those corporations. The supply shock was also supported by the physical distancing as well as large social restriction or LSSR as a part of the effort to contain the spread of the pandemic. Two policies have caused many factors office and business centers to be temporarily closed. Eventually, the supply shock will be followed by the shock to consumer demand shocks. During the pandemic, the consumption rate has a downward trend due various policies to curb the pandemic, such as the closure of most shopping centers and limitation of public transportation use. The decline in consumption rate is also caused by pay cuts or jobless. And then the second is emergency of new poor people. The impact of the COVID-19 on pandemic is on economic activity is accepted to last for a long time. The International Monetary Fund IMF predict that a global economic growth in 2020 will decline to min 3%. This will result in the emergence of new poor people. Sumner, Hart, and Ortiz Suarez 2020 study covering 138 developing countries and 26 high income countries show that the COVID-19 pandemic will cause an estimates 18.5 million people to fall into poverty. How about Indonesia? The World Bank 2020 project that Indonesia economic growth in 2020 will only reach 2.1%. In the worst case scenario, it can continue to fall to minimal 3.5%. This figure is lower than the 2019 economic growth rate of only 5%. Economic shock are also predicted to encourage the emergence of new poor people. We conducted a study to estimate the impact of COVID-19 in Indonesia of only 5%. Economic shock are also predicted the 20, the 2020 the 2020 poverty figure simulated is carried out using several scenarios using the National Socioeconomic Survey (SUSENAS) data. In the simulation, five projections of 2020 economic growth were used from several institutions and research results, namely economic growth of 40.2%. Bank Indonesia 2020. All of these projections indicate a slowdown in economic growth in 2020. Data from the Central Statistics Agency also show that Indonesia economic growth in the first quarter of 2020 was only 2.7% BPS 2020. And then the discussion 3 is about the response of from the government in dealing with increasing poverty during the COVID-19 pandemic. In a bid to prevent the poverty rates from rising further and safeguarding the social welfare of community members during the major bin of the COVID-19 pandemic, the government has been applying various social safety and mitigation programs. The first is Give Labor Insurance or BPJS, and then the second is Conditional Cash Transfer or PKH and Staple Food Program Sembako, and then the last is Village Cash Transfer or BLT. In addition to waiving the minimum electricity fees, and also government extended its social protection program for 40% of the most vulnerable households in Indonesia by allotting funds reaching 200.039 trillion, and the government has launched a president assistant 9.212 million product micro enterprise and wage subsidy for 15.7 million workers. He said, adding that the government has allocated 59.78 trillion for to the new aid program. Okay, for the conclusion is Indonesia poverty rate has been reduced by more than half. In the projection of the poverty rate of 12.37% is the same is in 2011, indicating that Indonesia still needs further effort to alleviate poverty under new COVID-19 normal. Some steps that can be taken are adapting to new market prospects through potential economic sectors such as agriculture and the digital sector. thereby creating new jobs. Since the government progress in reducing poverty in the past decade has the potential to return to its starting point, Indonesia needs a lot of preparation to alleviate poverty in the face of COVID-19. Thank you. I think enough for my presentation. Thank you.